and now it's time to solve your legal hassles. And for that, we have Vinay Singh, founder and owner, Vinay Singh and Associates, and a property expert also. Vinay, welcome to the show. So let's go ahead with our first caller. We have Ravi Verma with us. Ravi, what's your problem?
Actually, I purchased a flat in the Rajnagar extension of Ghaziabad from Value Infracon Limited. Okay. This is a company, Delhi-based company, and they assured me to give the possession of my flat in the December 2012. I paid the 90% of the amount, that is around 26 lakhs, and the cost of the flat was the 28.27 lakhs. Okay. But after in the year of the 2014, they left the constructions, and the construction is not completed yet. And also they have some penalty from the GD also, that they have not renewed their map and all that thing. So we are not in position to get our flats. Now the builder is escaping, and the police has caught them, and he was arrested for 3-4 months. And even then the builder is now free, and he's moving here and there, but they are not fulfilling their commitment as such. Okay. So what should I do in this case?
Absolutely. So Vinay, same old story. They've put in all their money, 26 lakhs already gone. What does he do? What do they do?
See, this is the problem here. You know, the builder, we are all aware, has been arrested, and there are multiple criminal cases pending against him. So, you know, the builder reacts in a manner that I have nothing more to lose than this. What else could you do to me? But I feel what you need to do is get together as a group, because the group always makes a difference. And again, you have to pursue both the avenues today. You pursue the criminal action, get a criminal complaint registered, try and get him arrested in your case separately, and at the same time you start fighting in the consumer forum that this is the relief I need, this is interest that I need, and this is the penalty that I need. So as a group, I think, you know, it becomes much more forceful and of course cost effective also.
Absolutely. If you go together, it's going to be more effective for you. Let's move ahead. We have a question from Rachna Saxena. She sent us an email. She says that she purchased a property in Crossing Republic, Ghaziabad in Supertech project. She intended to sell the flat by paying transfer fee to builder and did not get the sale deed executed, as there was difference of more than 2 lakh between the amounts. Now the builder is asking for holding charges at rupees 5 per foot. Now that sort of amounts to about 1.5 lakh. So she wants to know, is this charge legal or does she have any option?
See, usually what happens is that builders will give you a notice as per the agreement that you have signed with them. They will give you a notice and say, please come and take possession within, say, 10 days or 15 days. If you don't take possession within that time...
Yeah, Vinay, apparently she wasn't informed during the time she got that letter for possession. She wasn't informed.
Yes, so that is the entire point. What is the paperwork that you have? If at some point of time you've executed a document where you have agreed to pay these holding charges, then the builder is going to harp on that. But if you've not signed anything, then there is nothing really that the builder can do in terms of levying these charges. So builders try to extract money one way or the other. He could not succeed in the transfer fees, so now he's looking at some other way to get the money out. So I would suggest that if you're very confident that this charge is not something that you have agreed to, you can surely challenge it. At this stage, whether you would like to pay, take the possession and fight it out later on, or whether you want to, you know, fight it out right away is a question that you have to answer. If you need the flat to stay, then perhaps what I suggested earlier is more viable. But if that's not the case, is say for an investment, then you can flatly refuse to pay and take it to the forum if the builder doesn't agree.
Yes. So Rachna, pull out those papers and documents again and take a look again if there is anything mentioned about holding charges. Let's go ahead. Our next caller is with us. Narendra Sharma is with us. Narendra, please ask your question.
Yeah, thank you. I want to know that is there any rules and regulations with regard to maintenance charges that the builder can ask? Because I'm trying to book a flat and the developer is asking for a 24-month advance maintenance charges. And my flat that I'm intending to buy is in Noida Extension.
Okay. So Vinay, can the developer ask for an advance payment or a payment of 24 months? That's almost like 2 years.
See, Again, no, what happens is that there is no law on the subject. First, let me clarify that. It is subject to what you have agreed with the builder. So, typically what happens is that, the builder will give you possession, and there will be some time lag from the time that he gives you possession till the society or your welfare association is formed and formally takes over from the builder. So, during this interregnum, the builder wants to, he has to pay for the maintenance charges and all, and which he collects from you. Now, please remember that this also is not the final amount. This is an estimate. The actual balance sheet and what he collected from various members and what he actually spent, and whether it was less or more, will be known to you only at the time of handing over. So, you can pay the charges now, and at the point of time of handing over, you can get the accounts checked and audited and verify that what the builder is saying at that point in terms of what he collected and what he actually spent is correct or not. It's not an easy task, but it's very difficult for you to say no, especially if you have signed an agreement saying yes, I will pay this advance. So again, it comes back to the same thing. Check your paperwork. If you have not agreed to it, then perhaps you can talk to him and pay for a smaller period, or you can pay in installments or whatever. But if you signed a document agreeing to pay 2 years in advance, again it will then be difficult for you to argue.
So it's more like research and then negotiate if you can. So let's go ahead, and we have another caller with us right now. We have Narendra Kumar Singh with us right now. Yes, Mr. Narendra, please go ahead with your question.
Yes. Hello.
Yes.
Yes, sir. I have booked a flat in Grand Keonia in Pratik Grand City, Siddharth Bihar, Ghaziabad.
Okay. Yes.
Before booking, I sent my papers to the agent of Pratik Grand City to check whether I am eligible for loan or not. When they replied that I am eligible for loan, I gave them a check of ₹1 lakh on 22nd February 2016.
Okay.
And during the course of my in Chennai, when I was admitted to the Center Netralaya for Maya surgery, they asked me to come to their office for negotiation. And when I visited their office, they asked me to deposit a rupees of 26 lakh rupees plus 4 lakh rupees penalty. But when I told them that it was your responsibility to get me loan, so I will not get penalty. They abused me. And
so we do understand. Vinay, Narendra here wants to know that if the developer didn't arrange for the loan, does he have to pay the penalty?
Well, firstly, it's never the developer's responsibility to arrange for a loan. What normally a developer does is he ties up with certain banks or financial institutions and gets his project approved by those institutions, so which makes it easier for the flat buyer to obtain the finance, because the bank has already deployed its legal team who has checked the title of the land and checked the permissions and everything. So your loan disbursement from that particular bank becomes a little faster. So it is going to be very difficult to say that the builder agreed to provide finance to me unless in fact he did so. So again, it boils down to taking a look at what is it that you have agreed to do with him. Is the penalty being charged for late payment of the installments, is what I am presuming here. So you need to sort that out with the builder, and if there is no default on your part, then fine, you can always challenge it definitely and say that I am sorry, I don't need to pay this. But we don't have complete information is the feeling I am getting here. So what I would recommend is that you please show the papers to an advocate there who will study it and then advise you where you stand, and accordingly you must decide how to fight this particular matter out.
Absolutely. Vinay, thanks so much for joining us and solving all these problems. Thank you.